Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, I'm going to show you how to solve Sudoku because later on at other mini games, okay, there'll be future Sudoku puzzles and everything. So hopefully this video will help you as a reference to go back if ever. So for those who are playing Sudoku for the first time, okay, it's basically a math. No, not really math, like numbers logic puzzle. So the goal of Sudoku is basically to fill all these blanks, okay, such that each of these squares, okay, this 3 by 3, the mini 3 by 3 should contain from 1 to 9. This row and column should also contain 1 to 9. But they should not be the same. So for example, I put a 1 here. I cannot put a 1 here. I cannot put a 1 here as well. Okay? Something like that. So I'm going to show you like some tips and tricks on how to solve Sudoku a little bit faster so that you don't have to keep tapping this magnifying glass icon to check if your answer is correct or not. Okay, that way it will save you time as well, and hopefully you could appreciate Sudoku as well. Okay, first things first, always check on like the most obvious ones. Okay, by obvious I mean the ones that have one hole. Okay, that way it's a sure shot that it's always be that answer. So for example, this square, and this square. Okay, so we know for this square it's a 1. Okay, and here it's a 2. It's okay if you're slow in answering as long as it's accurate. Okay, so you can literally just count over 1 2 3, like just continue counting 1 2 3 4 5. That way it's easier for it's also easier for you to keep track. Okay, so example in here, this row, so 1 2 3 is missing, right? Now next we go to the ones with 2 holes or something that's a little bit more obvious as well. Even though there's 2 holes, which means there's 2 numbers possibility, but you have to consider the others like the column, the row, and the ones inside. But there are some instances where, for example, in this box it's missing 1 and 8, right? So you can check if, example, if I put 1, would it affect the other row? Yes, no. If I put 1 here, will it affect this row? Yes, no. It just so happens that in this case, for these two holes, I can just put it in any order because for now it will not affect any others. Okay, there's also a chance that you would overlook this, so that's why later on you can like switch around the numbers to help you check. Okay, there are some cases where it's quite obvious that you cannot put the numbers here and there, and then that's the time you can switch around. Okay, there are no right or wrongs until of course all of the boxes are checked, then the system will auto check the numbers. So there's that. Okay, next you have here at the bottom, this one, bottom 3 by 3. Okay, so you have 1 2 3 4 and 6 are missing, right? So example in this case, you know 4 and 9, sorry, 4 and 9. Okay, so since this one has multiple blanks, then it's hard to check. Okay, so for now we can just assume that is 4 and 9. Okay, then next we go to either this 2 or this 2, whichever is easier for you. Okay, since all the blanks are focused on this one, I would go with either. Later on we can edit if ever. Okay, so this one is missing 2. No, here, sorry, for this column. So 1 2 3 is missing. 4 5 3 and 9. Okay, so 3 and 9, I can put 3 here and then 9. Okay, since if I put 9 here, it will be repeat, right? I can also choose to swap these two numbers, 9 and 4 here, and then 9 and 3 here. Okay, but again it would depends on what happens to these boxes. Okay, that's what I meant by later on you can switch around. Okay, so next we go to either this 2 or this 2. Let's go with this one. Okay, so this one is missing 2 and 1 2 3 4 5, 2 and 5. Okay, I don't see anything that would affect it, so I guess 2 or 9 is on either position. 2 and 5, sorry, not 2 and 9, 2 and 5. Okay, so far you see none of it's conflicting, right? Okay, next we have these 2 boxes. So here is missing 5 and 9 again. There's so many 9 missing. Okay, let's no, 2 and 9, but you see in here in here you have 9, in here you have 5. So it means you cannot have 9 here, okay? So you have to put 5 and 9, something like that, okay? We're also right as well as we cannot put 2 because at the bottom there's also 2, okay? So something like that. Those are like the quote-unquote the signs that you have to find out, okay? Next, we go to these 2, okay? 1, 2, so 2 is missing, and 4, 2 and 4, but you already have a 4 over here, so that means this is 2, this is 2, this is 4, okay? There is a chance that you will have different answer than me if you're solving in this one, but as long as the logic still stands that every 3 by 3 inside this yeah, the numbers inside the 3 by 3, the row and column should not have the repeating digit. So as long as that logic still stands, then it's okay to have different answer than mine, okay? Next, in this row, no, column, we're missing 1 and 3, okay? But since we already have 1 here, we can just put 3 and then 1, okay? Then afterwards, we're missing 1, and for this 3 by 3, we're missing 2 and 8. But we already have 8 here. We already have 8 here, okay? Which means we're not allowed to put 8 here. That means we have to swap. We need to switch one of these to an 8, okay? I noticed that I made a mistake. This 3 here should not be a 3 because there's already a 3 here. Which means you have to move the 3 here instead, since this one has a lot of missing numbers. So this one has to be an 8, okay? We check. Okay, we still have a missing 3 somewhere as well for this row. So we can put the 3 here, and then we can put the 1 here, okay? Something like that. You just need to switch around the numbers from time to time such that the logic still stands. And 2. This should be the right answer, okay? And that's how you solve Sudoku. So yeah. Sometimes it will take time for you to switch around. It could be somewhat confusing, but a little bit of more practice, then you can get used to it. So yeah, that's about it. Hope this video helps you on how to solve Sudoku. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Bye!